first time in Master Cook history, we traveled the entire nation of Zambia, searching in all 10 provinces for Zambia's best chefs. 12 amateurs and 12 professionals from different backgrounds who have never met before come together each week to complete different cookery-related tasks.
Today's challenge is matebeto, and as you know, matebeto is a celebration of Zambian foods. It's a whole range of Zambian dishes.
Today is quite challenging because there's a few braziers, there's a bunch of vegetables, dried vegetables I haven't seen since the last time we visited Grandma.
This matebeto was a little bit tricky because I've been more into international food, but being the new Zambian ambassador, taking Zambian food to another level, I managed to do what I could, but it was so tricky.
The food that we've been told to prepare, I'm okay with the arrangement because we were just randomly told to select papers, and what was written is what we are going to prepare.
After the emotional eliminations of the street food challenge, the remaining contestants have come together to cook local Zambian cuisine for the matebeto challenge. Most of the chefs have never really cooked with local ingredients and are seeing most of these Zambian foods for the very first time.
We were fighting for imbabula, and which made us to delay in making sure that food was served on the right time.
There's less dishes, there's less equipment, there's less braziers, and people are fighting. It's fun.
I picked the hardest. It was fish, fresh fish, and beans, and some okra, some traditional wild okra that I've never completely cooked before.
The dish that I picked, like the mushroom, I've never done it or probably cooked it at home, so it was my first time to cook it, and I'm sure the judges will be the best people to give me the feedback.
A challenge on chikanda, being it my first time to prepare chikanda, so it was so challenging.
Zambian cuisine is usually cooked on a brazier using charcoal, and the contestants have each been given a dish to prepare as part of the matebeto feast. Prepared by a wife's family to present to her husband and his family to thank him for the happy years together and the way he has taken care of the wife's family. It's a ceremony that is celebrated by different tribes in Zambia, although each tribe has a different name for it and a different variation depending on the tribe and the language that they speak. The matebeto is filled with music and dancing, and the drummers decide to start practicing their songs while the contestants are cooking. The contestants find a chance to get in the fun and dance and sing along as they are cooking.
I picked a beef tongue, which I've never cooked before, and I also picked okra, which I know how to cook, so I was very excited.
There were less pots. You find somebody cooking something tiny in a big pot, and you have this beef, and then your pot is small. We were given a bowl to pick up papers, and what's on the paper is what you cook. My name being Sandra, the last of the alphabet, I picked 2 papers. So I only had 2 stuff to cook, and I was done in no time, so I had to offer to cook something else, which was crazy. I was given something I've never cooked before. But then it turned out to be great. It turned out to be good.
I have been given this Ngobala. We usually call it as ifishim in our language. So I decided to prepare it in 2 ways. So flight and the other one, which is a fisash. Yes.
The time frame was short in terms of preparing the dishes, which took longer than usual to prepare because they need time and patience.
It wasn't really a challenge for me for cooking for more than 200 people because I do this from my workplace. I cook for more than 200 every day.
Today I picked barbel fish, dried barbel fish. You know, it's a lousy delicacy, though I am not a fan of fish, but I did cook it to my perfection and I was happy with it. I also did pupwe, which is also a delicacy from the Bemba land, which I come from, though I had never done it before, but I got it correctly. I think I studied and I picked up something, and it was a challenge for me, and I did learn something.
I picked vingobe or samp, so to say. Then I picked kasepa, dry. Then I picked also kandolo. Then I had to choose how to cook it in a Zambian way.
Contestants' dishes are almost ready, and they begin to dish out, ready to transport the food to the husband's family.
It all goes with passion. You cannot become a better chef if you don't have passion in it. So you should cook from your heart, prepare something from your heart.
So to those that are supporting me, the easiest way is to support the Master Cook competition. If the brand grows, it's a win-win situation for both of us.
We're given limited time, and considering the fact that we had to serve the food, and if you delay your food, people will leave. So that was also the challenge.
I'm the new ambassador in taking the Zambian food to another level. So you visit Zambia, you try vinkuwala, you try sampo, you try kandolo, you enjoy. And our shima, our staple food.
The judges decide to try out the food before it goes out to the husband's family.
I'm confident that the judges will like it, as well as the people who are going to come through. I've seen it most of the time at matebetos, but I've never tasted the mushrooms myself.
First of all, we're the judges here. We are tasting before the food goes out, so we don't get confused who cooked what. We all know now what the individuals are cooking, and then we'll judge from here before they take their food. So far, so good. So far, everything looks good.
So it's a very difficult menu by any standard because there's a lot of variety, and they will not be judged on the same meal. So it's going to be, we have our work cut out for us because one cooks oxtail, another one has got dry fish, another one has got wild mushrooms. So it's going to be a very interesting session.
I'm very confident that I did it to my level best, but you know, it's a competition and I don't know what to expect from the judges, but to my own opinion, I think I did great.
Overall, I think we're very impressed with the type of food that's coming to us.
My first time to do matebeto. I've never done it before. So I picked white beans, which most of the people like calling it like Lusaka beans.
Yes. What beans is it?
White beans from Lusaka.
Lusaka beans?
Yes.
I know okra with oil.
The tongue is good.
The tongue is good. It's very good.
If we embrace our local food like other countries, it will be more ideal for chefs to work with the ingredients all the time, unlike certain occasions.
For myself, I feel at peace. I'm proud of myself. I think I did a good job.
As the cooking is almost done, it's time now to complete the ceremony by including all the traditional aspects. The wife comes to cook the final dish, while the drummers and dancers sing all of the traditional songs that all have some sort of meaning to the groom's family and the bride's family.
So one of the most beautiful things about our culture, whether you are Zambian, Zimbabwean, South African, from Botswana, Malawi, Namibia, is we are all one people. We will find any excuse to cook, dance, and just have a good time together as a family, and this is one of those things.
It's always a lot of fun when Zambian food and tradition is combined.
Africa is about bringing families together. It's about creating a community around people that are getting married or people that have children. It's about ubuntu.
As the food is taken to the husband's family, they receive the food with money, dancing, songs, and a lot of fun banter between the two families.
Twafuma okubene kw'imbo lyetu okutwatwama matebeto, presenting the real Africa, real Zambian way of doing things. In our African tradition, matebeto is always representing the real culture of us blacks. It's a way of appreciating a man's goodness to a woman.
Namtupokelera? Mkwai. No, we have come. We were sent by Mrs. Tembo to come and bring this matebeto. Mkwai. But to appreciate the son. He's been so good in this family.
Matebeto is a way of appreciating us, the men, of the care, the love, how we take care of them.
We've brought with happiness. Mkwai. Bangina na about too much later matebeto aya. Mkwai. So Mkwai.
One of the things I absolutely love, especially about our Zambian culture, is that we go above and beyond to make sure that our families really gel, to make sure that our families really become one.
After explaining each dish to the husband and his family representatives, the matron washes his hands to prepare him for the meal. The groom's family joins in the singing and dancing to show their appreciation.
A lot of this happening in Zambia, you know, because this is like promoting our African culture.
We were coming together as a family, appreciating my husband's side of the family, in particular my husband, for being such an amazing husband for all these years.
are partners of Master Cook. We partner with them with our spices. And so they're always using our spices based off of whatever it is they're cooking or preparing. Our spices are all round. You can use them on matebeto food. You can use them on anything.
After all the festivities, the families get a chance to eat the food together.
Nothing so extraordinary, but of course, extraordinary in our local way.
I did much better than I thought I would do, and when I saw the outcome whilst I was serving, I was impressed with myself. So wow, I made all this food well, especially for a large number of people.
Groundnuts, very sweet. The mix makes a good combo for a man. All the married men, you know what I'm talking about.
I always feel excited when when people get my food and eat, because I always want to hear their feedback.
Thank you.
As people are coming and picking up the food, I'm eyeing on what I did cook, and I'm looking at the pace they're going. I looked at my other dishes that are very common and they're going quickly, and my heart is like, oh wow, why are they not picking mine?
I'm so excited that everyone loved it and they kept requesting for it. And I can see people still coming for that. I'm so excited.
People have liked chikanda that I prepared. They are giving a good feedback, the facial feedbacks. It's good, and the goat as well, it's good, and the Chihuahua Isashi, I think they're enjoying.
The food was top-notch. You should have been here. We had enough to eat. We had a variety to pick from. It was totally African cuisine.
My food was finished, and that means that the people were enjoying the food, so I was happy about it.
I loved everything about today. The food was incredible, the guests were amazing, and of course my husband was amazing.
I'm so thankful to everybody who came through, supported us to eat the food.
Thank you, a huge thank you to Master Cook Zambia for this particular episode, because they allowed us to have this on their show. Thank you so much to the sponsors as well. We love and appreciate you. Today was extra special because of you.
Join us next week.
I hear you wanted to see us cook. Well, we'll try. And you judge us.
It's just a little bit dry. You know, when we talk about risotto, we need to feel that sauce.
But the inside of the fish, you couldn't taste the salt.
The risotto, I think if you had taken time to cook the rice properly, it would have been perfect.
I've not been in a challenge for a long time, over 7 years. So it was refreshing.
The fish was a little bit too oily and the risotto was dry.
And the winner